Lanterns is currently eyeing to start shooting in quarter one of 2025 in the UK. Casting has begun. DC Studios is looking for a Hal Jordan between 43 to 49 years old and a John Stewart between 27 to 35 years old. Now, I know you've given this some thought already, so I'm going to let you take the floor.
So, number one, obviously, this means John Stewart is going to be the main Green Lantern in the DCU. Because if they are looking for a guy in his mid-20s to play John Stewart and a guy in his mid-40s to play Hal Jordan, they are thinking they're going to keep the John Stewart Green Lantern around a lot longer than Hal Jordan. But Hal Jordan is going to have an important role in the beginning phase of the DCU because he is probably going to be the mentor to John Stewart. So for those of you that don't know, so John Stewart is in the military. Hal Jordan is a fighter pilot, and, they get selected to take the ring, which is how the process to become a Green Lantern works. The ring chooses you, if you are someone noble and worthy, for Oa. Oa is the home of the Green Lanterns. There are Green Lanterns scattered throughout the galaxy. And there are superheroes that could fly and do as their imagination wills with the ring, meaning, if they could think of a machine gun turret, the ring draws one up and they get to actually physically use that. They are incredible. I think that when the lanterns hit the screen and they are flying and they are fighting, I am calling it now, the world is going to fall in love with the Green Lanterns. I am super excited. I love Hal and Jordan both. So, I'm not, I wouldn't pick a favorite in terms of which I'd prefer to be the main DCU. John is a great character, and there are plenty of Justice League comic runs that have John or Hal. They usually don't have both. Both Justice League teams are great. So, yeah, I think this is going to be really cool. The other thing that's really cool about this is it's supposed to be inspired by True Detective. And John and Hal are going to be traveling to different planets, investigating crimes and murders and kind of a noir storyline, which, by the way, when I talk about James Gunn being brilliant and understanding that he needs to do things that are groundbreaking, innovative, and pioneering, this is what I'm talking about. We have never seen an intergalactic detective noir story like ever. So this is going to be something new and fresh, and I promise you it is going to be one of your favorite things you've ever seen.
Yep. So James Gunn did talk about the fact that the Justice League animated show was a lot of his inspiration for what he was going to do with the DCU, which why this doesn't shock me that John Stewart is going to be like the centerpiece for the Green Lantern Corps. I also think that it is a really good decision to do that, and I love the fact that we're going to get both Hal Jordan and John Stewart. And I do echo the same thing you said. I'm going to love this mentor-mentee thing that was going on. Did you watch the John Stewart Green Lantern origin movie, the animated version on HBO?
Is that the one that came out like last year?
Yeah.
I heard it was terrible, so I didn't.
It is bad because they made Hal Jordan a bad guy. You don't even touch it. No. But I will say the John Stewart stuff was cool, though. I will say the John Stewart stuff was cool, but all the other stuff was kind of weird. So I am really excited to see John Stewart and him. I'm also excited, and I also wonder if James Gunn is going off of the Justice League and the Justice League Unlimited shows. I wonder if we are going to see the John Stewart and Hawkgirl relationship, because in those shows, man, that was a really big part of the Justice League, like them two kind of having a relationship, and then him beefing with Hawkman.
Isn't Hawkgirl in Superman? Yeah, so I'm sure it's coming.